Hi everyone, it's the second site visit of June the 2nd, 2021. We're further up in elevation on Snodgrass now. What you're looking at is the EHG sensor tower that's established here on the meadow environment atop colluvial materials that overlie a Mancus shale bedrock that's fairly deep under this location, around 30 meters below land surface. This is the area where Sebastian Uhlemann and his team will be coming fairly soon, in the next few days actually, to install an ERT monitoring line and I believe to collect some additional geophysical characterization data. You can see, just as with that aspen grove in the previous video, still very early days here as far as plant growth is concerned. I will draw your attention to a lot of these beautiful glacier lilies. Our friend Jill Banfield particularly loves this flower. Particularly she finds it up at her house north of the Bay Area. You can see kind of localized areas of veratrum just starting to spring up. As you move toward these downslope lines of confluence for sort of snowmelt water and elevated soil moisture, you can see pretty extensive fields of veratrum now starting to come up. These begin to coalesce down toward the discharge locations, groundwater discharge locations, kind of that, it's a break and slope, but it's really manifests itself here by a line of conifer trees. That's where we're seeing much of that spring discharge that finds its way to Snodgrass Creek, that ultimately winds its way into the upper flume location. Related to that, I did have Alex Newman and Curtis Beitler do a synoptic sort of exploration campaign from the crest of Snodgrass down what geomorphically one would consider the primary flow direction. There was no surface water whatsoever in that creek as of 1 to 2 weeks ago, which would have been our best chance at finding surface water, until we got to the location where that groundwater discharge zone was making its way now as surface water and finding its way to the flume. So again, this is really a groundwater dominated system as far as surface water is concerned, with that surface water not emerging until you get further down slope. While you can't see it here, it'd be too small, I did just go explore the condition of one of the piezometers that was installed in the mid-2000s tied to the geotechnical survey. That's the highest elevation location, so-called PZ1. I need to go back and check the drilling notes. Unfortunately, the holes collapsed at around 27 feet below land surface. I did not hit water with the water level meter until I hit the bottom of the collapse zone, and it may be the case that that was just some sort of moist clay or mud that was sticking to the water level meter sensor. So not sure that that's going to be a particularly valuable location. I'm about to go explore some of the lower elevation piezometers to see how they're doing. Anyway, another beautiful day to be here working and exploring.